Alright यार, एक महीना हो गया मुझे जिम करे करे. Let me look for some motivation. Let's look at some European bodybuilders cause बाहर वाले हमसे अच्छा करते हैं. Let me check this guy out.
In the run-up to any competition, Danny's trainer puts him on a strict diet.
8 o'clock in the morning, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 10 o'clock, I'll have fish. At 12 o'clock, I'll have fish and a rice cake. At 2 o'clock, I'll have fish. At 4 o'clock, just before I train, I'll have fish and a rice cake. I'll train. I'll have me fish. I'll come home, have some more fish with a rice cake, and then have some fish before I go to bed.
What's the plan for today? Very simple, the usual stuff which I do. I'm gonna trip on some latest fitness trends, and you guys go all like, ha ha ha, Alec Sanpai, you're funny. But however, in that process, you might be educated to a certain level, and you'll have a little reality check of what is doable, what's not. All right, let's quickly start. Why I don't like Olympia, why I don't like all these modern bodybuilding competitions. क्यों ऐसा क्या hatred है? You must be thinking, अरे senpai, you're going to be just another hater and you're going to say the same stuff जो हर hater बोलता है, like अरे यार ये बहुत steroids use करते हैं, बहुत drugs use करते हैं. Not really, man. There's more depth to it. Of course they use it. Of course it's unhealthy. But I have a different side of the story. मेरे पास और भी कुछ है. अगर ऐसा होता है तो भाई मैं वीडियो बनाता ही नहीं. ऐसे हज़ार यूट्यूबर्स है जो hate कर रहे हैं. I'll pick out stuff which I like. I'll pick out stuff I don't like, and I'll just put it out there raw as possible. Give you a proper explanation. मुझे ना आपको थोड़ी सी history lesson देनी पड़ेगी. So I'll take you back to the 19th century where it all began. A guy named Eugene Sandoz, who's now known as the father of modern bodybuilding. He started it all, but उस टाइम पे क्या चाहिए था कि it was not just about aesthetics, it was not just about looks, किसके पास मसल ज़्यादा है शोल्डर पे, किसके पास मसल ज़्यादा है थाइस पे, ये सब नहीं था. उस टाइम पे there were different fields of strengths, there were wrestling matches which you used to test this athletes. So उस टाइम पे 3-4 categories थे, alright. इन चारों को मिला के then a display was put. This is how the initial era of bodybuilding started. So as time progressed, people started becoming more fascinated. लोगों को लगा कि oh fuck, these guys are strong, these are actually strong man and they look great as well, I want to be like them. तो क्रेज़ बढ़ता गया धीरे धीरे. फिर आया 1950s and 1960s जहाँ पे androgenic steroids came into the play. This is where everything changed, and that's where all the muscle monsters, all these huge guys that you look came into picture. I mean, look at them. They are on all sorts of gear, and I don't know कहाँ से कहाँ चला गया. पहले initially trend था, it was more about this display of strength, what you can do with your body, and over the years it has become a different thing altogether. It's about getting on the stage and putting as much as injectables as you can in your body, and आप इतना डाल देते हो अपनी body में कि you are on the limit. You are, if you do more than this, you might actually die. It's that dangerous. You telling me that bodybuilding is easy? Not really. Is it meant for everyone? No. Is it difficult? Yes, of course it's difficult. It takes years to get to the place these guys have been to. It's not everyone's game. And it's not just about XYZ chemicals that these guys have put. So 3 factors which come into play here: genetics, hard work, consistency. If you have these 3, then you can make it over there. What I'm trying to tell you is, don't take inspiration from them, but at the same time take inspiration from them. What I'm trying to tell you here is, it's an extremely unhealthy sport. अगर मेरे बच्चे होंगे मैं तो उन्हें बोलूँगा भाई बॉडी बिल्डिंग में जाओ ही मत. ट्राई टू बी फिट, ट्राई टू बी द बेस्ट वर्जन ऑफ योर सेल्फ, ट्राई टू अचीव डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ एथलेटिक ग्राउंड्स, डिफरेंट लेवल्स ऑफ स्ट्रेंथ ग्राउंड्स. बट यार वहाँ स्टेज पे एक बार आपने ठान लिया जाना है तो आपको बहुत कुछ लेना पड़ेगा. गेट दैट इन योर हेड. उसके बाद भी एक और सबसे लास्ट final disappointing factor is the judgment. Your placing will entirely depend on the judges, how they perceive you. And one of the reasons why it's not in Olympics is because of this, because the judgment is subjective, है ना, हर किसी का opinion अलग होगा. And secondly, let's talk about drugs. Alright, you must be thinking, अरे गुरुजी ने तो बोला था कि आप सिर्फ एक साइकिल चला लेना and you would be all safe. और उन्होंने बोला था कि अगर आप अपना डॉक्टर से चेकअप कराते रहोगे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी. shut the fuck up, man. For real. You know what? ये तो प्रॉब्लम है. There's so much hypocrisy here. ये जो बंदे हैं जो पाँच साल माल चलाते हैं और फिर यही बंदे बोलते हैं कि मैं शराब नहीं पीता, मैं गांजा नहीं फूकता, मैं कोकेन नहीं करता. That's different levels of hypocrisy. You need to understand it. All right. In fact, this in certain way is more dangerous. It fucks up your heart on the longer run. रुको मैं आपको ना आराम से बताता हूँ क्या क्या आपको लेना पड़ेगा just in order to be there. If you want to be elite level bodybuilder, you have to go through these 3 stages. Number 1 is the beginner stage, जहाँ पे you'll be only taking around 400 mg of test. Next is the intermediate stage, alright, where you take around 500 to 600, and the last one is the advanced stage where you push it up to 700 max, or some people even do it to 800. Now what is the safety limit? It depends from individual to individual. I'm not a doctor. This is what a lot of bodybuilders claim, and I'm just using their claim as a medium of information over here. I'll tell you what, the only reason why I was interested in Olympia this year was because of Bhuwan Chauhan. I wanted him to have a better call out, and I think look at him. I think he deserved a better call out. At least top 10 में आना चाहिए था उसे. But again, it's a judgment game. It's about what I think versus what you think. You might think I have a great body, but someone out there might think I have a very, I don't know, very weak or skinny, or maybe I'm too fat. So perception is subjective. He placed number 15th and he secured 75 points. First of all, proud of this guy to reach at this level. Last time iska 4th tha, ended up in the 2nd call out. I hope he does better next year. I'm sure he will. But again, that being said, I'm still not a fan of the sport. Alright, let's talk about someone else. Alright, he's a bodybuilder.
What do I do to actually maintain my lean gains? फिजिक बनाना एक तरफ, एब्स बना लेना एक तरफ.
इसने दुनिया भर का माल चलाया है, बट अगेन इसने उतना नहीं चलाया जितना बाकी लोग चलाते हैं. सो ये ग्रे जोन में आ जाता है. सो ही नेवर टॉक्स अबाउट हिज स्टेरॉइड साइकिल, ही नेवर टॉक्स अबाउट द काइंड ऑफ पेप्टाइड्स ही टेक्स, एंड इंस्टेड he goes and puts in inspirational videos and photos on Instagram. Let's have a look, guys. It feels so good to have these crispy abs, biscuit to shreds, abs and these obliques. You have to earn them. अच्छा, मेहनत करो, आपके पास abs आ जाएगी. ऐसी abs. They don't come just like that. Right diet, right calorie, and measured meals. Or हाँ, of course, measured meal by XYZ Nutrition, because you understand how the business model is, right? You're telling me that if I have fixed my nutrition, I'm going to be as shredded as this guy. Confidence is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. यही तो problem है. These anabolic lifters versus natural lifters. Natural lifters में होता है, there is this thing called the law of diminishing returns, which is basically आपके results will be nice, they will be increasing over a period of time. However, after a point you'll hit plateau. When you use steroids, no, you tend to break that plateau. So he doesn't understand that. Confidence is like a muscle. कुछ भी.
फर्स्ट सबसे पहले उठते ही मैं नारियल पानी पीता हूँ.
डाइट स्किप ना करें, मील स्किप ना करें. ये 5 से 6 मील्स जो आपके होते हैं एक दिन में, इनका कॉम्बिनेशन से ही आपकी फिजिक एक अच्छे कंडीशनिंग पे जाती है.
It makes me cringe at times, but it's okay. धीरे-धीरे लोगों को समझ आ रहा है, which is nice.
Always make sure that you're working out at least twice a day.
People are actually crediting supplements for their transformations or for the physique that they have achieved. And one of the reasons is because they can't credit the anabolic drugs because they're illegal. आप नहीं कर सकते. What if, let me give you an imaginary scenario. What if they were legal? तो guys, स्वागत है मेरी नई वीडियो में. काफ़ी लोग मुझसे पूछते हैं कि मैं पूरे दिन में क्या खाता हूँ, इतना श्रेडेड कैसे रहता हूँ. तो उसके लिए मैं सोचा एक वीडियो बना देता हूँ. तो गाइस, वीडियो प्रोसीड करने से पहले बेल बटन ज़रूर दबा देना. चलिए गाइस, मैं दिखाता हूँ मैं क्या खाता हूँ. मेरा सबसे पहला मील होता है, मील तो नहीं, मैं कुकीज़ खाता हूँ. आप सोच रहे हो फैट कैसे नहीं होता. इसका सिंपल सा सोल्यूशन है. XYZ न्यूट्रिशन ने मुझे क्लेन बुटरॉल की गोलियाँ भेजी हैं. इन्हें मैं दिन में 2 बार खाता हूँ, एक सुबह को और एक शाम को. इससे क्या होता है, बॉडी का मेटाबॉलिज्म फास्ट होता है और आपकी मसल बिल्डिंग प्रोसेस भी फास्ट हो जाती है. आप सोच रहे होंगे इसके साइड इफेक्ट्स हैं कि हाँ, थोड़े बहुत साइड इफेक्ट हैं, बट कल को आप जिम जाओगे और कोई आपको बोलेगा भाई तेरे तो डोले सही हैं, मज़ा नहीं आएगा, है ना. और हाँ, एक और चीज़, इसे लेने से पहले मेरा कूपन कोड ज़रूर यूज़ करना, आपको स्पेशल डिस्काउंट मिलेगा.